Welcome to Hungry Hollow TV, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Big Daddy. And who are you? Here we go again. I asked her this.
I'm Kim from Halton Paranormal.
How are you?
I'm Kimberly.
There.
From Halton Paranormal.
We've got Kimberly and Kim from Halton Paranormal, and we would like to thank a few businesses in Georgetown before we get into the show. You guys don't mind for 2 seconds?
No, go ahead.
We are on the eve of a big rally that we're going to Nathan Phillips Square on Thursday, December the 8th, 2011.
Yes, that's tomorrow.
Now, these two here are off on a ghost hunt. They're doing a daytime hunt in the morning somewhere. I don't know where. Some ghost that you know, is bothering people at breakfast. They're going to, you know, exercise them. So they won't be with us, but we will be carrying one of their hats. We know that to promote the businesses that have helped internet radio and social media along, like the Halton Paranormal Group, like DealsGoneCrazy.com are wonderful. Check this place out if you want deals. Unbelievable. And they've backed us up. So we've got these t-shirts. We're hooked up with the Georgetown, Ontario Facebook group. And it is 6,000 strong. That means if you're on Facebook, just join our group. And if you're in Georgetown or Halton Hills, you'll know exactly what's going on. If there's a fundraiser going on, how the Raiders did last night. And eventually our TV service will be in full swing. We're going to be having stop that.
I didn't want to get caught.
We're going to, huh?
I'm good.
We're going to have an on-demand TV service, and it's going to be all about the people of Halton Hills. We're not the newspaper. The Independent does a fine job. We are going to cover local sports, local politics, local ghosties, and I'm not making fun of what they do because this is very serious, and I can't wait to go on a ghost hunt with you guys. I can't wait. You know, it's just. Haven't you ever wanted to? There's Whistling John right there. Look at the camera there. There's Whistling John right there. You can
he's got to come all the way in here.
No, he's got to come all the way in there. But he does look like Santa Claus, doesn't he?
I said, look, Santa Claus came to town.
Now, if Whistling John isn't working on Christmas Eve, then there's something wrong. He's got to be working somewhere.
He's got to be.
You know what I mean? You guys were in the Christmas parade, weren't you?
Yes, we were in the Christmas
parade.
Tell
us about that. Where were you?
That was amazing. We I don't know where we were. We were up front pretty much.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, actually, we were in front of the Raiders.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you get a lot of high five? I would imagine you would.
We did. We got a lot of people clapping. Like, as soon as we walked by, they were like, "Yeah, Halton Paranormal," and people came out and asked us questions. Like they came out of the crowd, and they were asking us questions.
Now, the one really interesting question that we got, which I thought was really funny, is we had this lady come up to us and said, "Hey, I've heard about you. Do you do this for real?"
Yeah, no, she said, "Do you do this shit for real?"
Well, we're not supposed to.
No, we can swear.
We're not governed by the script.
Yeah, we
don't. By the way, I'm sorry. I'd like my apologies to Bob McCowan. I forgot the glasses.
Oh yeah, you got the glasses. I was gonna bring some.
Bob McCowan's one of my favorite sports guys.
Mine are in the car.
And he always wears sunglasses. So I thought it'd be kind of. I always thought he looked so cool. Now you guys said that you were just on a ghost hunt, right? This weekend. Tell us what happened.
Oh, well, we did too.
You did too?
We went to the Evil House on Thursday night. We took our guest Courtney Smith to, well, she's the one that won the contest. Two of them won for our ghost walk. We picked their names out of a hat.
Yeah.
Heather, what's her last name?
Griffin.
And Courtney Smith. And we took one of them to the 4077 house where we got some action.
Now, you were telling us last week about this 4077 house. Now, you say that this guy has an evil side to him, or is it a male entity?
Oh, yes, it's a male, yes.
And when you say evil, how can you tell? You just feel it?
Oh, because he tells us to get out all the time.
And he makes you sick. Yeah, like he'll mess with your stomach and your head and everything, so you have to leave. But usually when you get sick, you feel like you have to leave the premises. But
really?
You fight through it and you stay. And you'll actually, like, there's almost a point where you'll vomit.
Yeah, you just leave the house over a few minutes and it clears up, and then you go back in.
But I really pissed him off because I told him that I was bringing a priest to the home, and then he lit my K2 meter off.
I'm sure, yeah. When you tell a bad ghost there's a priest coming in, then he's going to be a little bit upset.
Yeah, and what happened was also
he laughed at me the first time. Whistling John's never laughed at anybody in his life apart from the guy that plays
Because-
Mr. Bean. Now he laughed at me. I'm in good.
I think
I'm
he
in
was
good
laughing
company.
at me.
No, he wasn't. He was laughing
Yes,
at me.
he's laughing at me.
Who were you laughing at?
I'm not telling.
Carry on with your story. Carry on
Anyway,
with your story.
so they were taking pictures of me while this is going on, and they got tons of orbs around me. So I just
Yeah.
yeah.
That's now. Where is this house?
Oh, we
located?
can't tell you.
Oh, you can't tell you.
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
give out our locations because we don't want people going in there and trashing it, and you know, kids will go in there and go, "Oh, this place is haunted," and they'll wreck it. And
Now, I was learning this week. I've done a little bit of research on some hauntings or some pretty spooky places in Georgetown, and one was the mill. And you've already spoken to the big guy, Mr. Barber.
Yeah, we
I mean,
did,
you
yeah.
can't get any bigger than him in Georgetown. I mean, he's the guy that created us.
Yep.
They even named the street after him in Georgetown South, didn't they? Didn't they? Whistling John, are you there? There he is. He's very shy. He just whistles. But the house down the street, 139. Well, I'm not going to give you the address.
No, you don't do that.
but you can give it to
Main
me.
Street
Yes,
South.
it's on Main Street, and it's a very prominent historical house.
Well, why don't you get us in there?
Well, I haven't even tried yet. I've been busy brushing my teeth and trying to get on with my life. And
Wow.
It's been a busy couple of weeks. You gals know how much work I've put in. We've all put in a lot of work. And thanks to all of you, by the way, for all the stuff you've done. You've brought a lot, you two ladies here have brought a lot to our town because you brought somebody that we can, because you're excellent on camera. Everyone that saw your first show said it was like breakfast television.
But better.
That, well,
Yeah, we're better.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the suits that Frankish does.
No, and we don't want that. We want just, you know, like total casual.
Yeah.
But I hope I
By the
beat-
way, I could really use a cup of coffee, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Does anybody want to go do a Tim Hortons run?
Just kidding.
Did they deliver? Did Tim Hortons
No, I don't.
This is day old Timmy's. That's how good our
That-
coffee is in Canada.
that is
If you're
good
watching in the Netherlands, come over and grab a Timmy's.
Yeah, Tim
Yeah.
Hortons.
Tim Hortons. It closed in Afghanistan. The Tim Hortons location for the troops. Finally. So we
Right.
know we're pulling out. When
Oh,
the Timmy's
we're
closed,
pulling
you know
out.
the Canadians are leaving, right? Gotta go.
So,
So we just came from a home in Georgetown. We
You
did
don't
a
have to
pre.
tell us where it is.
No, we can't. But we did a pre-investigation, like where we meet the client and we, you know, do a bit of take a few pictures and stuff. Oh, this place is haunted. So we're going there Friday night.
So what happened when you went in? I mean, I haven't checked your videos this week yet.
Oh,
yeah.
what
This
is
one-
wrong with you?
you're talking about the one we just did tonight,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, we didn't investigate.
You
we
did
just-
one tonight already?
It was a pre-investigation.
Okay.
Okay, so she emailed us on Monday and contacted us saying she was having a problem. She told us all these, she was having, people talking, she's seeing shadows.
The bride with the blood on the face,
Yeah, she was seeing a lot of visual things.
growling.
Yeah, so, and she got her jacket written on in crayon, her blood, and she has no children. So,
And guess what the writing says?
Is it something that we can't repeat?
No, we can repeat it.
What is it?
Kim.
Oh, no.
So we
Really?
think that it wrote on the jacket to get us there.
So she contacted us. So anyways, we discussed with her coming in for like a pre-interview thing, which is what we like to do. We like to come in and meet the people. We like to see exactly what kind of a location it is. We like to see what we feel in the place and basically explain to them what we do and when we come in to investigate. And
We felt
set
stuff.
up- Yeah, we felt a lot.
My hair got touched.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. So we're booked for Friday for her because she's
Friday.
desperate.
Yeah, Sidekick Scotty, my sidekick, he's always loved this topic. And I think that, well, I'll ask you right on the air, could he come out with you once? Just once?
Yeah.
Don't take him to a nasty ghost.
Oh no, we wouldn't do that.
Because Sidekick Scotty's a nice guy.
I like
And,
sidekicks.
I
I
love
see you
Scotty. I
shaking
don't want
your
to.
head.
I don't want him coming home with green eyes and spitting up stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
So because I know they follow you, don't they?
They
Oh,
can.
they can, only sometimes. But we teach everybody to cleanse themselves when they leave.
Yeah. How do you cleanse yourself?
Well, you get some soap and water.
Yeah.
Just like having a bath.
Yeah.
Or you. No, we basically. Well, I don't do it, but they.
I do it, yeah.
You tell them because I don't cleanse. I bring them home.
Basically, I bind them to the house that they're in. They basically, if you tell them that they can't come home with you, and you are not permitted, you do not have my permission, they
Just
can't.
like in a
come-
bar.
Yeah,
Basically,
exactly.
but the ghosts listen.
You're not coming home with me.
But yeah,
But the ghosts
they
listen.
follow us, right? From a bar, they always follow you anyway. But
They do.
the spirits don't. Yeah, they do. They follow
They
you.
do.
They do.
Not me.
You know, and every time you turn around, they're like looking at the wall.
Oh, and okay, so we did an investigation Saturday night we went to a home that was supposed to be a funeral parlor, which turned out it wasn't.
No.
And it wasn't as active as we thought it was going to be. So
There was some activity there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
They had a lot of dead animals.
Yeah, they're
I
antique
was
collectors
not-
and stuff, and
Have you ever toured any of these famous haunted places like the Amityville house? Or...
I'd love to.
Wouldn't
you want to
you
take us?
die?
Oh, I'd
Let's
love
go
to
right now.
Do you think we could get Mayor Rick to put up a fund so the Georgetown and Halton Hills Ghost Hunters paranormal group, Rick, could you fund that we could go to Amityville
Could
and
you
hang around with
please?
some...
But I actually
Could
think
you
that
please?
house has been torn down
I don't
and
think it
rebuilt.
has.
I'm pretty sure it has. I'm going to look into that.
We're gonna have to check that out.
I think it was
That
torn
film-
down. I think it was torn down and they rebuilt.
I don't think so. I think it's still there because.
Okay, do you want to put $10 on it right now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm Googling it when I go home.
All right. So am I.
Oh, you
Actually-
got her Googling again, eh?
Oh, I don't really like to Google.
We're
it.
getting
These two,
Leo on
I
this
hate it
one.
when these two guys
Leo.
start Googling because they'll always email me and say, guess what I found out?
Yeah,
I Googled it.
we need to Google.
Who is this guy Google anyway?
I don't know. I think it's the government.
By the way, let me just explain
Or
who this
potato.
is. This is Bud the Spud on a stick, but his stick's gone because he had a
Maybe
little bit of an
shove it there
accident.
too
The other, him and Foster were arguing about the Montreal game the other night, and Foster took a backhand to him and took his stick right off. He's also lost his hair, but then again, so have I.
Yeah,
So
you're
it doesn't
bald.
matter.
I didn't
So
know you were
actually, we
bald.
kind of look the same, don't we, in a way?
Maybe you better look up there. Maybe the stick got lost too
Yeah,
far up
maybe.
The
there.
only difference between him and I is I don't have a carrot nose. But he's lost his stick. So Big Craig Tiny, who's a member of our crew,
Oh, that big giant
the
guy?
big giant guy that
We call
makes me
Tiny?
look, makes me
Oh.
look small, we've sent him on a mission to get a new stick for Bud the Spud because he needs his stick because he can't walk around.
No.
in
Now
Nationville
wait a minute.
Spring.
Wait a minute. Does Bud the Spud ever rot? I just want to know.
He's got a lifespan of about 3 weeks and then he reincarnates himself.
Okay,
You know about that stuff, don't you?
Yeah, so we might have to hunt him one day.
We might have to.
Yeah. So, like, you guys were on. Last weekend was your the other one you were talking about, the one that wrote your name. Was it tonight? Where it wrote your name?
That was
Yeah.
tonight. That was tonight.
That was tonight.
So we're doing that Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up here in Georgetown. Yay,
Yeah.
Georgetown.
Oh, and we don't know. We're not going to tell where these houses are.
No, I can't.
It's nobody's business anyway.
Well, no.
I live in a house on Guelph Street, and most people know me here in town, so they know where I live anyway. But I did smell paraffin one night, and I couldn't explain it. And apparently, the old man that used to live there in the 30s and 40s used to use paraffin a lot.
Oh.
And but I don't know.
Why aren't we investigating at your house?
Paraffin. You mean like paraffin wax?
Paraffin.
Were you waxing your head?
Paraffin here, yeah.
What were you doing?
There we
with
go,
paraffin
waxing his
wax?
head again.
So you guys are, what are you up to this weekend again? You're doing what?
Well, Friday night we're doing the house in Georgetown.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
what are you doing Saturday?
Saturday-
You actually going to live a normal life on Saturday, or are you going to...
No.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Can you imagine these girls?
That's a normal life.
We have our second winner from the Ghost Walk that
Yes.
we are taking out Saturday night with us.
Can't tell you where
Can't
yet.
tell you where. It's a surprise.
Uh-huh.
So, but she's scheduled to come out with us for a nice evening of a ghost hunt, and
And we have the McGibbon we're doing.
yeah.
one
Yeah,
day.
apparently Nick has allowed us into the
Yes.
basement of the
Ooh.
Mayor.
Oh, yes.
This is,
I
by the
love
way, we are
basements.
broadcasting, if you're watching around the world, this is dmoose.com, Canada's national oldies radio, but we're also Hungry Hollow TV, soon to be. We're being carried on their website right now, their YouTube, but we're moving everything over, including their videos, onto ours. We're starting an on-demand TV service that I talked about before. So a lot of your videos are going to be on our space and vice versa. Because I think you gals are something else.
And thank you
And
for.
somebody from TV in Toronto thought you guys were rock.
Well, I think that's great. Now,
I'm not going to tell you who
well,
it is.
he better call us.
Yeah.
Well,
tell
he
me
might.
more.
Yeah.
He might.
And listen,
I
we
might
want to
even
thank
see it
YouTube
tomorrow.
viewers because we got 113 views on our last Fishbowl.
That's right. That's right. And I
Yeah.
didn't even promote it.
I know.
I didn't even
We
promote
just stuck it on and put it on Facebook. That's all we did.
You know what? We should thank everybody that's on our group. Everybody
Yeah, we
that
thank
supports
everybody.
us.
We love everybody.
Yeah, everybody that comments on our stuff.
Even the debunkers.
You know,
and
it's
the-
great. Yeah, even the people that have a little bit of criticism, you're welcome to. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you're entitled to your own rights and your own thoughts, and you're still fun.
Yeah, we love you.
As much as people criticize and doubt They're always interested, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be on our page if they weren't, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing
They're always
on a...
interested. You know, oh, ghosts don't exist. That's a bunch of garbage.
But you're on a paranormal site.
That's right.
Yeah.
So why are you here? Why is the most listened to radio station in the or radio program, pardon me, in the world, George Norrie, Coast to Coast AM, talking about exactly what we're talking about?
Exactly.
Aliens and
Yeah.
you're the ghost experts. I'm gonna have to find an alien expert.
I can't. I'm not too.
Are you?
I can do it all.
Her and my son.
Conspiracy
You're hired.
theories, everything.
You and
One
Chris
night we're gonna
should
have to do a
show.
topic.
Yeah, Chris
on
and I
that.
should do a show.
This is a wing show. We're just talking because so much is going on.
We just talk from the heart.
I don't know how we're going to get all of the stuff we have to talk about into this hour.
Well, we'll
We've got
just
so
go into
much
next week.
Yeah, we'll go on to next
Yeah,
week.
we just, you know.
With the rally on internet radio and social media, because I'll tell you something about social media, just to get off the topic for a second. We've hooked up with the Georgetown, Ontario Facebook
Did you
group.
not pay the bill in here? Because it's really cold.
You want me to turn the heat up?
Yeah,
It's
I like that.
spirits.
Well, no, it's cold in here.
Yeah, it turned up. There you
There
go.
you go. Thanks.
I'm not allowed to cough on the TV, man.
No.
Doesn't matter. This isn't radio.
That's right.
It's TV. So we're hooked up with the Georgetown, Ontario Facebook group, and what the Georgetown, Ontario Facebook group is, it's a social group for our community. And it was started off by Don Fenley and a man by the name of Kevin Farmer, who's in Compound, which is one of our local bands. And there's the guys we got to get in here for an interview because they're dynamite.
Yeah?
And our circulation is close to 6,000 and growing. And now that I've come on board, it's going to grow. even
6001.
more. Six-
That's right.
Hey, you called me in here.
Yeah. We got in touch with Facebook and we said, can we use your logo for, and we told them why, and they were so happy.
Did you actually talk to Mark,
Huh?
the creator?
Is he the creator? I
Yeah,
thought
Mark
that-
Zuckerberg or Zuckerberg?
Oh, him? No. I think it was one of his
One of his
sidekicks
goonies,
there.
yeah.
But that's what Facebook. That's what he built it for. He's a nice guy.
He is.
And people that criticize Facebook, I hate when you go on there and your buddy's saying this guard,
Then what are you
Facebook's
doing
doing this.
on it?
And why don't you stop changing it? Well, they're changing it so they can make it better for
Yeah.
you. And if you just stop and look, right, John? You're an internet guy. They're trying to. This is a large website you're talking about.
It's
And
dynamic.
It's dynamic. It's just like YouTube. The big ones are, they're creating a new revolution. More people watched YouTube and checked out Facebook than watched TV.
I check
last year.
Facebook before I go to bed, in the middle of the night, when I get up in the morning, when I'm at work. When
Yeah. That's why I know. You see, have you noticed how to...
I
You're
could
a
have a
junkie.
notification.
You're a junkie.
I know.
Yeah, but we have to.
It's
though.
not being a junkie. It's being connected with... And the wonderful thing about Facebook is...
You can be in your pajamas and sit there.
Yeah, which I usually am. But,
Yeah, me too.
that's my private life. But, on Facebook, you're sitting there and you're talking to friends you haven't met in years. People in England where I grew up with, I'm talking to every day. And and it's the communication side of it is... It's a part of life. It's fun.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes it's fun until you run
Yeah.
into somebody that you haven't talked to in years, and you start talking. You actually realize that they're a little out there.
Well, that's what the block button's for.
Oh, okay. Then you kind of thinking they should have been left in the past.
Yeah.
I always check my Facebook before I check my email. I used to
Oh, me
check my
too.
email before I checked my phone messages, and I thought that was strange.
Well,
Yeah.
see, you got to
Yeah.
get on one of these phones where you can check everything from your phone.
Yeah, you can just sit here and zip, it's all done.
See, I have, is my phone here? Yeah, it's here. I'll show
bet
you what
you
my
it's-
phone
I bet it's ancient. I bet you it's like, oh, look how small it is.
Do they even make those?
I don't think they make those anymore.
It's got a frog on there, and you know why?
Let me see. Gecko.
Aww.
Do you know why that my phone has a frog on there? So I don't know how to get the damn thing off.
Well,
Oh.
we'll take a picture of us and we'll put it on there for
Will you
you.
put a
I don't
picture
know if
of
that
you guys
phone can
on
do
my
that
phone?
because
Did
it's
you
so
hear that,
old.
Sean?
Yeah, let me see it. Does it take pictures?
I don't know.
No.
It might.
I pick it
Look
up.
and see if it has a.
Oh, right here.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, it's ringing. I wonder if that's somebody that's.
Oops. I think
Oh, it's
I
an
might-
old girlfriend.
Oh.
No, I don't want to talk to her right now. Stop it.
Okay, don't let me touch that phone ever again.
I learned an interesting thing about witches the other day.
Oh, I love witches.
Sean, who is over there, our cameraman today, we call him Sean the chef because he cooks up great meals for
And where's
us.
our food?
Yeah, well, it's waiting for me at home.
Nice.
You guys are
might just eat
going
this
on another
potato.
coast home. No, don't eat that. For God's sakes, you give him a headache.
You might get a stick up.
Ooh, talk about anal probing with the aliens.
Yeah. But I learned something about witches. There's a bathroom book called, what's it called, Sean?
A bathroom book?
No,
Excuse me?
Hold on a minute here. This is serious stuff.
No, not
And
when you
there's
call
a
it a
guy-
bathroom
Now
book.
when you're in the
No, it's his
bathroom.
bathroom. What's it called? I
Dr.
don't-
John's Bathroom Reader.
Dr. John's Bathroom Reader. Now what this is amazing facts that you'd never get anywhere else. Like for instance, Walt Disney, and this is we're talking about dark things and things that go bump in the night, and this ties in with the whole Beyond the Fishbowl. Walt Disney, do you know what his
I read
he
that on
was
the blog.
terrified of? Do you know which animal he was terrified of? Walt Disney.
Wasn't it a frog?
Mickey
or
Mouse?
something?
He was terrified of mice.
Mice, right.
Yes.
Well, I
he
don't
was.
blame him. I don't like them either.
Madonna, I do believe, is scared of thunder and lightning. So don't ever play Riders on the Storm by the Doors around
Oh,
Madonna.
Jesus.
She'll freak right out.
And this is what he reads. I mean,
Yeah, I
come
thought you were
on.
reading.
Like,
How did that get on the witch
Where's
hunt?
Shakespeare?
Okay, now
Where's our witching?
when did the Salem witch hunt start? Now you're talking
Oh,
about
way
1690
Yeah.
Salem, Massachusetts. I
Yeah.
16 or 7, whatever that
We gotta
was.
go
I don't
hunt
have them
there.
here. Right? The witches.
We should take a vacation. and go there.
They have come to the conclusion from all the facts that very smart people, probably smarter than all of us, have figured out
Speak for yourself.
that
really.
the witches were high on LSD.
Awesome.
Did they have LSD back then?
Yes.
They were
Plant
big-
natural
form.
occurring. It's
Yeah.
a natural occurring alkaloid.
Oh.
They were baking bread or something, and the water was coming from the marsh behind, which was to the
Full of alkaloid.
south end of Salem or the north end of Salem, and it was a pond filled with a fungus, and they were baking their bread in this water, and it went into their system, and they had very large amounts of LSD in their systems, man, which made them hallucinate, freak
Dude.
out. So these poor people were burned at the stake because they were high on LSD.
Had
No, I'm not
nothing to do
saying-
with the children they were cooking in their oven.
No.
I'm not saying that's true. I'm saying that's what I read.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I
a
read.
conspiracy theory right there.
And you know, I mean, I don't know that much about witchcraft. I mean, I'd have to. I
I
certainly
know
do
a
my
lot.
studies before I would talk. But it goes back to
Well,
ancient
way
times.
back.
Ancient times. And did you have any? I haven't asked you this question before. What inspired you to do what you're doing?
What, the witchcraft?
Boy, you do
You
that
asked us
too?
this last
I
time.
do
You got a
that.
spell?
I do spells.
Did I ask you that last time?
Yeah, you did. But I do spells.
You do spells?
They work too.
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll talk later off camera.
Oh, okay,
Can't
okay.
do
I charge for those.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't. I'm not. Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to know.
Okay.
No.
That's another show then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So we're going to Nathan Phillips Square. We're going to be on December the 8th, and it's all for John Lennon, by the way, in his memory, because December the
Plant
8th.
back here?
That's the plant.
Are you taking the plant?
No, I can't take the plant.
Is that a pot plant?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a plant in a pot.
Yeah, it's a plant in a pot.
I was given that plant by Monica, Whistling John's wife, and it was sitting in Easy Taxi being ignored, and she said this plant needs love
It
and
needs
attention.
water is what it needs.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a picture of John Lennon behind.
Right there, I told you I'd do
Classy.
everything properly. Here,
do.
show everybody my breakfast television mug. I found that outside the station one day.
I can't read. Oh,
I know, it's right there. Yeah.
All right,
I don't know
let's
who
see.
dropped this off.
oh,
Do
it's
you,
got
Sean?
coffee all over
It's
it.
got coffee all over it, yeah. But there it is. It's the breakfast television mug that holds our
Are
pens.
you giving these pens away?
I was just gonna say, are these free
They're
pens?
purple. I like
Oh, they're purple. You can have one.
I like
we
purple
won't
pens.
take
That
your
does
pens.
have coffee on it.
I know
It's dirty.
Yeah, it's filthy. Throw it in the corner there.
I'm coming in here and I'm cleaning. That's it. Give me a key
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. We're broadcasting from the McGibbon Hotel in downtown Georgetown. This is the offspring of Hungry Hollow TV, and the offspring of these two coming to work in Georgetown as reporters as well. Let's talk a little bit about that for a second. And I offered you guys out there, I said, you know, you're good on camera, would you like to come do some work? And you agreed to it. So Kim and Kimberly are going to be all over town. I mean, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks we'll do something. Think of some of the ideas we can come up with. We can We could talk about politics. There's a lot of local politics, that a lot of hot and heavy stuff about the new highway going through, where it's going to go. There's so many different things. And invite the people that know what they're talking about. Then we can sit back and watch them talk.
Hey,
They can do all
I
of
got a
it.
great idea. Can we just go out and drop a bomb saying that the aliens have landed and see what happens?
In Cedarvale Park. They're right there at the
We
bottom
can
of the
just
hill.
run out and say, I just saw an alien land, like a UFO,
Yeah.
and see what happens.
That sounds cool.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. And
I
you know
heard-
what? Everything you see is an alien, so yeah, you probably would have.
We are aliens.
I know, honey.
Don't get
I
me
know.
started.
Don't worry about it.
Somebody told me years ago that there was actually if you don't know the area, you're not going to know what I'm talking about, but the people that do know the area, if you head right out on Maple Avenue in Georgetown towards Acton, towards 4th Line, you come to an intersection that is 4th Line and the 17th Side Road, because Maple Avenue is in fact the 17th Side Road. It leads into Mayfield Road into Brampton. Now, at one time, one very strange night many years ago, there were some strange lights up there at the in one of the I don't know if it's a cornfield or what kind of field it was, behind that intersection on the, I guess it would have been the southwest corner, and they went in and they found imprints of something.
Oh, like crop circles, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that last time, remember, because I said
Yeah.
that when we were at that one investigation, we saw a UFO.
Yeah, we're repeating a few things, but
No,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
reminding
just- that's what I
myself.
mean.
And if I repeat anything else, I want you to give me a swift kick
Oh,
right
trust
under
me,
it.
No, no.
you're ready for one.
No, because I'm ready to, I want to talk about this, because it was in a cornfield, above a cornfield. So obviously it was making a crop circle. We could have ran down there.
It was too. You cannot. If I had the
I
truck,
would've run.
I would have gone through the cornfield, but I cannot do it in
Can
the
we buy
car
a
that I
truck?
have.
Can we buy a truck? Does anybody want to donate a truck?
You can buy a truck.
4x4?
Get a truck.
No.
Hey, Luke's
I
got a
can't
truck.
afford it.
Did you know that Easy Taxi has...
They could have drove us there.
Yeah, they're fabulous. 877-9900, by the way, best cab company in Georgetown. They have donated, or not donated, we have to pay for the car, but they have fronted us a news cruiser, which we're going to use. It's an Impala, I believe. And
Top car.
yeah, and
put
what
lights
we're
on
going
it.
to do is
Pull
we're
people
going
over.
to go out to the
We'll
local high schools.
Download an
and
app.
Is he having a nap? Poor bugger.
No, we're gonna download an app.
You know what an app
Oh, I
is?
thought you said he was having a nap.
An app.
Or,
Well, I think he might be.
yeah, Bud the Spud doesn't have his stick right now. He's got nothing to do but hang around anyway. He can't go anywhere. He
We're
hasn't got
gonna
a stick.
download the app, and then we're gonna sit in your Impala car, and it's gonna look just like.
He's got a hair
A
coming out of
police
his
siren.
nose, too.
Does he?
He's got a little hair coming out of his nose.
Oh, that's
Well, it's
disgusting.
Movember.
Yeah.
It's not
No, it's
Movember
over. It's
anymore, though, is it?
December.
It's over,
You
yes.
better shave.
Jay Onright shaved it
Did
off,
you
so it
shave
must
your
be
armpits?
December.
No.
Oh, because you know it's time to shave now.
Oh. I'll do
You
that
guys
when I
are
go
getting intimate.
I'm
on
just
me.
saying.
Well, I'll do it when I go home.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It
Well,
keeps you
guys
warm, so I
grow
can-
beard, so you know,
I had to
we
grow
tried to
armpit
pitch
hair.
in too.
I had a Movember stash. I put a marker on my face. And
Yeah.
I look like my dad. It was
Yeah.
really scary.
So have you got anything set up for the future that's coming up?
Oh, we've got a
You
couple of
probably-
museums.
What,
in
okay,
Burlington.
tell us, okay, are you allowed to tell us where
No,
you're
not
going?
yet. I don't think.
We don't
what-
want to announce everything because that, you know.
We have some museums. We have.
There is two in Burlington that we are definitely going to get into. That we've already got the okay, but that won't be until late January or early February.
Everybody's Christmasing
yeah,
right
it's
now.
Christmas right now.
Christmas sucks.
Yeah.
And then we got a
Sorry, Santa.
farm that we're
Santa
booking.
Claus is
Yeah,
right over there.
we have a Century Farm that we're gonna do that's notoriously haunted. That's been on TV and everything.
Yeah.
We've got, we got a few things on the go.
Oh, and we have another couple private homes actually booked for them. Remember
Yes.
after the holidays. There's
Yes.
two after the holidays.
Can I just talk to my engineer for a second? Already choked the engineers over there. Can you turn Kimberly's mic up a little bit? Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Go ahead. He's turned it up now.
Is
It's
that a
fine.
smoker's cough or what?
No,
I
that's
have
already
smoker's cough.
choked
I
the
know, but that
engineer.
sounded like
You
you.
should really meet some of our. We have Chucky the Chimp from Chakotay.
I hear it when I listen
Yeah.
to your station every day.
Yeah. Chucky the Chimp. These guys are all under the table here. Of course, they're not.
No, but they're
there's
hiding.
no room for them up here.
Pretending.
But Chucky the Chimp from Chakotay is our French-Canadian chimp, and he just speaks French.
Yeah,
you
but
can
don't bring the
understand a
naked
word.
piano player in.
That
right
sounds
You don't
like
want
Chris
him
in the
in?
mornings.
now. It does.
Do you know that they won't let Peter the piano player with a polyester tie on the GO station? Something to do with values or something to do with
Nakedness,
Called
clothing.
morality.
Yeah. What was that?
It's called morality.
Yeah.
Morality, yes.
I
yes.
woun't have any of
Yeah.
that.
Something to do with hygiene. They won't let him out there, you know. But we will be bringing his piano with us, but just for the hell of it, you know, with the duct tapes on.
You're
the,
going to put a piano on the GO train.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking of being naked or anything, whatever that
Oh,
was,
yeah, let's talk about that.
I need to say to the camera and to all the people out there,
She was naked.
the last investigation that we did, I had pants on.
No, she didn't.
They were track pants,
And
and
you
you
naked
just
ghost hunting.
I was not naked
People were
ghost hunting.
commenting. Is she naked?
I had track pants on, and
With
the color
saran
of them
wrap.
were too white.
Did you realize the crew's just killing themselves back
It's
there?
true.
Oh, look at these
Go
two.
watch the 4077 video, The Evil House.
I
and
had track pants on.
Write that down.
Did you go commando?
Was that
She did.
pair
She was
said
butt
big
naked.
I
butt
was
on the back?
not, but we had
Were
a lot
you?
of comment. No, we had a lot of because I had track pants on,
Yeah.
and the color of them, they look like skin tone, like white.
Yeah.
So
That's because they were
they
skin.
were not. So everybody was commenting, "Is Kimberly wearing pants?"
And I said no.
It's a great way to attract a male ghost.
That's what I
think.
said.
No, I always wear pants ghost hunting.
You know that old radio saying, folks, let's get naked.
No.
Hey, it's not like when we took that one chick. She comes ghost hunting to an abandoned house in purple high heels. They had to have been this high. And she was wearing a tank top, a low cut, no sweater, and it was freezing out.
And she goes ghost hunting. Yeah.
No, she
comes-
doesn't always. She
No,
was-
but she came out that night with us, and this is what she's wearing.
Is she single?
Well, I don't know if she is now.
Probably not if she wears a purple
Probably is
tank top
now.
like that.
No, the
In the
boots
middle
were
of
purple.
winter.
The
The
bird-
boots.
The
Oh, the
boots
boots
were
were-
this high in the middle of
I bet
winter,
you
and they were
mines were purple,
unbelievable.
too.
And she's going to go into an abandoned house that has crap all over the floor.
And we mean crap, like
Like,
raccoon
yeah, you got
crap
to walk
and-
all
and-
over
and,
everything,
like-
and boxes, and it was just, yeah, I
And then
had
she
to give her my clothes.
And
so
she sat
could
there in a
dress.
blanket, wrapped like this. This is how she was sitting the whole investigation. So I write City Girl on the
Yeah.
on the YouTube
Tapping
thing.
towards her. Yeah, it was funny.
But she's a good girl.
She
though.
is.
She
She's
is
a really good girl.
Tell us about your Facebook site. You've got how many members?
Well, it's a Facebook site.
Yeah, tell us about it. How many members have you got?
633
And they're from...
all over. We got people from like Europe.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think Israel. We got all over. the
Holland.
places. Yeah,
Yeah.
all over. But most actually Georgetown. When you do the statistics, Georgetown's our highest.
Is it really?
Yeah, Georgetown's our highest
this
likes.
is a heavy area for
They really like
spiritual
us.
They really like us, and we really like Georgetown.
Yes, Georgetown.
Well, I'll tell you one
Awesome.
thing about Georgetown. It's a wonderful place to live, isn't it, guys? This is our hometown, and I've lived in many hometowns across the world and radio and stuff. And this town here is so many nice people here. And unlike the GTA, I'm not putting the GTA down because I'm from
Oh,
there.
I don't
I'm
like
from
the-
there.
I
I'm
don't
from
like
Mississauga. You know, I
It's
grew
not
up
the
in-
people in Toronto I don't like. I don't like the fast pace of the city.
I don't like the way their frame of mind is down there. They're terrifying, these people. You know what I mean? You go in there and you go into a variety
Still
store and they're
cold here.
looking down. You go into Main Mart on Main Street here and it's how you doing, Russ? How you doing? You know.
Well, we can go to a Tim Hortons in Georgetown,
Yeah, and get free coffee.
and
Yeah.
and people will come up to us that we don't even know and just start telling us their stories.
Yeah.
They recognize us in
Yeah.
Georgetown.
Oh, they're
which
going to
is really
recognize
nice.
you, all right? They're going to recognize you, all right? We're going to see. We've got so many plans for these guys, and I think that the chemistry that we have is amazing. I think it's, you know, I mean, I'm not Kevin Frankish. I keep telling you that. But I do want to meet Frankie Flowers. And I told Frankie I wanted to hold his weather map.
In the
If you let
nude,
me-
I'll give you some saran wrap.
No, give me your pants. that you
Yeah,
wear.
you get pants in the night vision. He'll look nude. You could wear a naked bodysuit.
We'll just saran wrap you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not like you're
No.
naked, but it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
can
wear
warm.
something.
You had other people involved that
As long as
have
it
moved
doesn't fall
on now. Are you planning on adding more, or is it just going to be the two of you?
Well, we do have two more people.
Do you?
We have Leah Lywood.
Is
She's
she the one with the purple boots?
No.
No. That was just a guest.
Leah is our researcher,
Yeah.
and she does a bang job. And we're training her to be an investigator, but she needs to be quiet a little more in the house. That's a
A
hint,
little
Leah.
bit more training, Leah.
We've got some training to do, but that's okay. And then we have Christopher.
She's an awesome girl, though.
Yeah,
we
we
love
love
her.
her to
We
pieces.
love her.
You must hate the fact that I'm going to come with you because
No, we'll just tell you to shut up.
Yeah, and I will listen.
That's
You know
what
what?
we tell her
We
to shut
shove
up.
you into a wall and say, "Listen."
Oh, please
No, but
don't.
you know. Oh, here we go.
Duct
No,
tape.
Come
what
on,
we do
darling.
is-
Now I'd like to give you a big kiss.
We'll stick the ghosts on you.
Get out of here.
I'm sure
Well,
you
now
will.
what we do is, in our videos, you'll hear a lot of shh, shut up, shh, shh.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but we don't get offended by it because
No, that's
What you guys don't understand is I don't know anything near what you guys do, but I am as into it as you are, so I will shut up.
Will
The
you
only
stop
time-
putting your hair on me? I go home, there's these big red hairs on me.
Well, I just thought maybe you'd like a change of color. Pretty.
Aren't these two beautiful? You gotta admit, there's gorgeous gals.
And it took a lot of work. I have my father's looks.
Yeah.
Now, so anyway, and my mother's humor. So, what were we saying? Oh yeah, and then we have Chris. That's Kimberly's son.
Yes.
He's our security guard slash investigator.
Yeah.
Now he has a lot of the same abilities that I have passed
Yes?
down. Yes.
Yeah.
He's in training with them right now because he's been shutting them off for so long, but he's getting really good at it.
Yeah.
So
Where did you find out that you had the gift you have of being a medium?
oh gosh, all my life I've seen apparitions.
You just
and
know, right?
I've seen them. They talk to me. Like, you know, okay, for instance.
Even when she's sober.
Yeah, when I'm sober. But okay, here's a perfect example. You know, you drive by a cemetery at midnight one night in summertime, and I think I was like 17 out with my boyfriend. We're on our way home, and all of a sudden I see this apparition standing over the cemetery, and she's all dressed in white, and I can see her coming up to the car, and I'm going right past her, and of course my boyfriend at the time, if you're with me, this is the strange part that I don't even understand, but if you're with me, chances are you'll be able to see what I can see. Okay? So he's seen it too, this apparition.
He saw it because he was with you, and
Because it's almost like
bond between the two of you, or if it was
it's
a
almost
sprint?
like what would
Sphere
you
of
call that?
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
like influence. So if you're with me, you can see it, of course. And I mean, seeing that at 17, I mean, this even started back to childhood, seeing different things. Weird things would happen in the house. I would see things move and things like that. But I've always had people come and visit me in my room. And I know that sounds strange.
Real people too.
Like they're usually just a black apparition.
Yeah.
You know, and they stand at the foot of my bed, and I've always seen that, and I've always been scared of it and shut it down and shut it out. I always have been able to walk into a place, and if there's something there, I always had the sensation and would know what's there, but I always shut it down. You know, so it was something that used to scare me, of course, right?
Well,
You don't wanna see
how
it.
old were you at this point?
Well, it started like when I was a child, so
Yeah.
I mean, you see these things, and you see things, apparitions move around a house and stuff, every house we've been in.
Wow.
So, you know, and I would have these dreams too that were really strange, and all these dreams about what happened to people, and I would never understand them until I got older, and then I realized that these were spirits showing me something from their life. And I didn't understand that when I was younger. I was having nightmares all the time. So what it is actually is the spirits are coming to me because I'm like that light in the spirit world, and they come to me and they want to show me something about their life that's happened. I had a really interesting experience about just this summer. And this happens a lot, but not to this extent. And it was like a vision in my dream. And I had, there was 2 other people in the house that night, so it was 3. And I had this really weird dream all night long where this guy was trying to show me something. And I know what this is by now, right? But he kept trying to show me his life. He kept trying to show me this girl, this lady that was crying, and that he was dead. And he kept saying to me he was concerned about her because she's pregnant. He didn't want to lose the baby because he passed away. And he kept showing me like places like where they were living. And it was in a new survey. And he was a really big guy, like a really, he was some kind of construction worker. Like, he would show me things. So I got up in the morning, and the 2 people that were in the house said to me, what was going on last night? And I just looked at them and I said, what are you talking about? What was going on? And they both said, there was so much stomping around the house last night, like huge. My son was terrified, stayed in his room, and somebody kept banging the walls, like fisting on the walls. And the thing of it was, this guy was so, not irritated, but he was trying so hard to communicate with me to get this point across that he was frustrated. So that was him trying to get me to go and help this woman that, when he's passed away, and she's carrying his child, and he was concerned. But I can't, if you don't show me an address, like he kept trying to show me the mail, but I couldn't see an address or anything on the mail, so I can't find him. So I get that a lot, where people are trying to show me things and trying to help them out.
Now, do you get people? You must get people contacting you. I mean, how are you going to go out and find somebody else? If they email you from Toronto, can you go into Toronto?
We just did. Yeah, we just did.
Okay, you did one in Toronto. I remember you saying that. But if it's
Yeah.
how far out will you go?
Well, we've been to. Where did Claire live? Claire was up in. Farther than Fergus.
Yeah, she was like 3 hours away.
No,
wasn't
it was like 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah,
2.5?
We'll go.
You'll go 2-3 hours out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a ghost, anything.
Yeah.
And we also should mention we just brought a new guy on board too. His name's Jeff. He's going to be our another guard dog for us. That when Christopher can't make it, Jeff's going to.
Because he is a 22-year-old kid that likes to date.
Yeah, and he's got Chris has got to have a life, right? You can't come out every Friday and Saturday night.
And I'm sure hey baby, you want to go out with me on Saturday night? My mom's going to ghost hunting. I'd sooner go to Boston Pizza and have a beer, but
you know what? Actually, he'd rather go ghost hunting.
He would rather go ghost hunting, but there's nights
so would
when
I.
he
As a matter of fact, I just can't wait to get going with these guys. But those ghost films that have been on recently, the one that caused the stir, what's the name of it? It was just
Paranormal Activity?
Yes, 1, 2, and 3.
It's all fake.
I heard the latest one is supposed to be really something.
Wow.
I haven't
seen
it. It depends on who you talk to, because
Yeah.
we got mixed reviews for that one.
It's a very well done movie, the first one, wasn't it? Because I know you guys probably saw right through it, but my girlfriend and I, when we were watching at the time, I almost jumped out of my seat when I saw, and it's just something like moving a, it's amazing how a build-up on a film can get you to that point where you see a sheet move like that, and you go, oh my God, all it is a sheet moving, but it's moving.
Well, when that house in Toronto, you were sitting in the bedroom, on the bed.
Oh yeah.
And the bed moved, and you got up and left.
Yeah, I left my recorder in there, my EVP.
Yeah.
Okay, so it records sounds. So I got up off the bed, and when you get up off this bed, it's a very springy bed, and I was the only one in this room. And you could hear me slide off the bed. My feet hit the floor, and I walked.
Creaky.
Yeah, it was creaky, and I walked out, and I started talking to Kim, and I shut the door behind me. And 2 seconds later, the same noise. Somebody slid off the bed, stomped onto the floor, and walked over the door, and that was all you heard.
Wow. I still can't explain that door that opened, and there was no
Featherston?
no reason
Well, we can
for
explain it to you right now.
Yeah, well, you did already
The ghost
last
did
week. See, now I'm getting
No,
you.
but
Let me just check this quickly.
I already told him we're on the show.
Okay.
The
What are you reading?
text message from Batman. Listen,
Do you want to see my frog?
no,
Yeah,
because
there's
last time we
frog.
did that,
There's a frog
the
in
phone
that
went
one.
off.
Now there is
Oh,
no freaking.
Oh, it's a missed call. Somebody was calling me. Oh yeah, my ex-girlfriend. I don't want to talk to her.
The house we were just at. The bedroom, you were in the bedroom just checking things out, and something was on the bed. You saw something move, and you heard like a hissing noise.
The house that we were just at has some serious issues with it, of course.
We're gonna figure it all out.
But they make themselves known to me, so I go in the room and I shut the door behind me, and of course something is moving on the bed in the dark, and as I'm taking pictures in this room, so I just check quickly with them, and I said, where's the cat? Because they have a cat in the house, and they said, nope, the cat's with us, so I shut the door again, and I started hearing this.
You sure it wasn't a water bed that sprung a leak?
No.
Okay.
Checked it.
Alright.
So yeah, there was something in that room.
Yeah, you'd
that
notice the
showing
dampness,
itself.
wouldn't you?
But for them to be that out and
Vocal,
open and
yeah.
vocal the first time that I stepped in the room, there's something really serious.
Well, the
there.
woman claims that she's heard growling in there, and she's been pushed down on the bed.
And her bed's been the other
Yeah.
bed was shaking
Yeah,
and stuff. So there's some pretty.
It'll be some good action.
Yeah.
So next week's Fishbowl stories are going to be good ones too.
Oh, I can't wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Got a couple of good ones coming up.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun.
Do you see what I've been lowered to in life when I'm reading certain things? Don't laugh,
Oh,
John.
he's that
And
old,
there-
is he?
And I was reading The Independent the other
got
day,
yours.
and I love The Independent because it gives all the community
What
information.
are you doing?
And I'm
Looking for the
going like
stick.
this,
Oh.
greeting them. The Limehouse Church is having a bake sale. But now, what are you looking at?
I'm looking
Stop.
for the stick.
By the way, this is a prop that we've had in the radio studio for years. And his
Years?
Name is,
Oh my
years.
God!
He has it for
formaldehyde.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time, and he's as big a part of Denoose. That's Frank.
I know.
Now is he always the same size when he reincarnates?
When he reincarnates, sometimes he's a little smaller. But are we getting Frank on there?
He's gonna go over the table.
Oh, geez, Frank. It reminds me of my dog, Jerry.
So you got to remember, we're a little bit of a zany radio station, so we do have strange
Oh my
props.
God, this thing walks.
Now, this is Bud the Spud on the stick, and what he is the Canadian version of Jose Jalapeno on a stick, the Mexican guy that Jim Dunham does.
Well,
and
where's
so I
the
ripped him
stick?
off.
We're looking for the stick.
He lost his stick.
I know,
told him
he went too far up there. You gotta find the stick.
You better call the Potato Busters.
the Potato Busters.
Oh my goodness.
Your
No.
French fries by morning, pal. I'll tell you that.
I bet you those French fries are not going to taste good.
No, I don't think
He
so.
met up with Lorena Bobbitt.
There you go.
All right, we're out of here.
No.
Yeah, I know. Right? No, that's cool. I think anybody
Now we're
can rip a
getting
dick
started.
off and throw it.
Yeah,
in the street.
she's our
So what
hero.
have you got planned for us, like next week? Where you say you got so much, and we should. You know what really make this show cool is if we did
No, we're
some
not getting
research
naked.
on it.
No saran wrap.
Come on.
Okay, maybe.
For ratings.
Okay, yeah, for ratings.
You know,
Kim, get on
we
that.
have to get the ratings up there.
You got the fake
Make the
ones,
bucks
you
for
do
the
it.
advertising. Who
Yeah,
pays
they're
for
fake.
my suits? How do you like this, by the way?
I love the shirt. I got a shirt too, and so did Kimberly.
Yeah, I know.
So
We've
we're
all
gonna
got.
put our shirts on.
Have you ever met Polly the polar bear from Pond
Yes,
Inlet?
I heard Polly the
There
Polar
she is, right there.
Yeah.
And we got a few other characters in here too. Of course, they're under here. They can't. We haven't got room for them. We have Harry
What are
the
you
hippo
doing?
here too.
I'm looking
Oh.
for the animals.
They're sleeping.
Oh, they're all underneath there.
They're sleeping.
That's Harry the hippo.
I think I heard that growl at that house tonight. Like
Yeah.
Maybe it was a hippo that you were
I thought it was her stomach.
Do you want to hear that again, Harry?
She accused me.
Come over here a minute, Harry. There he is, right
Oh,
there.
there he is.
There he is. So
So next week, well,
get out.
that's like a ghost right
Set
there.
the
We've
hippo
heard that
monster.
growl before.
It's usually her stomach.
Well, he's studying.
Yeah, I'm always hungry. Actually,
He's actually in
I have
Canada. He's pushing his new book, My Life with Gayla Peavy.
He just
Gayla
ran into
Peavy is the one
Jose on
that
the
sang,
street.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That's why we brought him in.
Oh, I love that song.
I
That's
know.
a good song, yeah. She's
hey, is the Chinese food place open still? You can order some
Young's
Chinese.
Restaurant, yes. And he owes me $10, so you tell him he owes me some egg rolls.
All right.
Okay? Lawrence over at Young's, you owe me some egg rolls.
I
buddy,
want some
and
egg
them
rolls.
delivered.
I love egg rolls.
I hate egg rolls.
I love
The
Chinese
real
food.
Canadian
You kidding?
ones. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
So, how much time do we have?
Well, we have lots. We have all the time in the world. If you
Well,
want,
yeah, we
we're-
got lots of tape.
We're at 47 minutes past the hour right now.
Ooh, very
47
good.
minutes we've been talking. and
So next week we don't really we're gonna do a certain hotel.
oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was already.
You can't
three
mention
rings.
that name.
Yes,
No.
yeah.
We're- yeah,
Oh,
it's a
well,
hotel.
I know what you mean. And if you find something in this certain hotel,
Are you not gonna come with us?
it's a Sunday night. And I think there's a Leaf game on that night or something. I don't know. I don't want to meet my ghosts.
Hey, listen.
I'm going to meet somebody else's
You do
ghosts.
not want to go out and look and hunt for
I
spirits.
hang around with the girl that's in here.
That's
Have you
right.
found out what her name is?
I have to come in
I think it's
and
Cecilia.
have it quiet.
Cecilia? That used to be
That
an
just
old
came to my
song
head.
by Simon and Garfunkel. I remember that. Cecilia, that's an interesting name, and that's an old name, isn't it? That's an old name.
I'm just saying that just came into my head, but I could be wrong because a
Yeah.
lot of things come into my head.
Yeah,
Like I think the government did something.
yeah.
They did something.
Don't forget, this is conspiracy.
Do you
This might
know?
be true.
Do you know? Like you know your smallpox vaccination?
I don't have one.
Well, then you don't have
I'm
alien
cool.
DNA in you.
Huh.
No, that's bad.
Oh, that's right.
Alien DNA if you get vaccinated?
Well, I think the government.
Really?
If I go missing,
That's
the
why
government
she
did it.
glows in the dark.
That's right.
You do glow in the dark a little bit. Have you
And
ever
if the
noticed that? Has
government- you
anybody
guys-
ever said that
wait,
about you?
Can you just wait? Because if I'm missing, the government has me.
Which government?
Well, the Canadians.
Walmart?
Don't you be insulting Walmart now. I
I'm
love
not insulting Walmart. I'm just
Okay.
saying they're massive.
They are, but they're not the government. But you guys, if I ever go
Bigger than
missing,
some.
it's either aliens took me because they're gonna save me from the apocalypse because you
Or
guys
I
are all
ran her
screwed.
over with the car
Or
because she
that.
pissed me off.
Or that. There's three things. The aliens take me to rescue me because they need me to breed and bring life back into the world.
You want to breathe?
Well, no, but
Breed?
it'll be
Breed?
well, okay because the apocalypse is coming,
Yeah.
right? So the
It's
aliens are
already
going to
been.
come down and take a few people and some animals and take them away, so that when you guys are all wiped out,
Yeah.
then we can repopulate.
You're too old to breed.
They don't know that.
Well, that means I'm
And
dead
you're-
meat for sure, doesn't it? If
Well,
she's too old.
Unable to.
Okay, maybe
What are you
not
smiling
breed.
at, John?
I know, and
You're-
I know. Okay, I'm not gonna breed.
Oh, come
But
on,
what
Ellen.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be the intelligence for them.
Yeah.
They're gonna learn from me.
Yeah.
You be quiet. So basically,
I thought we
Not
agreed that
touching
we
that
would go
one.
and we would hunt all the dead spirits from.
no, I'll come back for that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'll come back for that.
We'll be back.
It's gonna be great.
Have you ever
But it's
have you ever been down in Glen Williams, which is just north of Wallace?
Yeah, we got turned down to one restaurant.
Yeah, but everybody in Glen Williams, they don't want to be a part of Georgetown because it's so beautiful down there. And it's like, you're from Georgetown. No, I'm not. I'm from Glen Williams, even though, well, it's a hamlet of Georgetown. Is it a hamlet, though? I'm not sure. They got their own postal code now, or post office, don't they, or something?
No.
But
They're all
it's
part
a
of-
beautiful area.
Yeah, it's
They are
And
beautiful in
hamlets.
there.
it's a touristy area, and if you go down there, I heard that there was a lot of native North American burial grounds in and around that area. I don't exactly know where they are.
We'll find them.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure there's lots of stuff to do. I mean, there's so many ghosts, so little
Actually,
time.
I think they're a village.
Yeah, they're probably
yeah.
more a village
Yeah.
than a
Yeah.
hamlet.
Population has grown to the point of village,
Yes.
not hamlet.
And that's where we have our Canada Day celebration here at Halton. You know, it's every year. By the way, that's the date that Foster de Moose was born, July the 1st, 1900.
So it's really his birthday, not Canada's birthday.
Well, he is Canada. He's the
Well, that's right.
mascot
He's
of
the
Canada.
mascot,
Remember, I
yeah.
told you. I asked, and I'll ask this question right on the air right now. Who is the mascot of Canada?
Me.
No, but seriously, who is the mascot
Read
of
on.
Canada?
Actually, it's supposed to be Billy the Beaver.
Yeah.
Who's Billy the Beaver? I've never
He's
even heard of
some
him.
beaver.
He's from Balls
Who
Falls.
would let
He's
a
from Balls
He
Falls.
is, he's-
Oh,
Who would
yeah,
let a
Billy
beaver
the Beaver,
run a
yes.
country?
Our Billy the Beaver from Balls Falls, which is down by Niagara Falls area.
Yeah.
Then why don't they put that on the money instead of the loom?
Yeah.
I think Foster de Moose should be on
Actually,
I
the
think so.
beaver is on the coin. It's on our nickel.
That's true.
Yeah.
But why? I think they should put Halton Paranormal and D Moose on the money.
They should. They should.
Like at least $100 or $500 bill.
Okay, who wants to start this up in the basement?
Yeah.
Huh?
We're gonna start making our own money in the basement.
We're
Do you know how
good.
many people ask me that when I give them like a $50 bill or a $100 bill?
All right,
know,
the
we've had
moose is
people-
on the quarter.
Yeah, the moose is on the...
quarter.
I don't look
He
at
is
money
on the
because you know
quarter.
what?
Yeah.
Sean, I don't have any money,
I couldn't
so
let
I
that
don't
one
look at it.
go.
Yeah. That's what
You're gonna
Foster
start
always
making
says to
money
me
with
when we
moose
get
on
into
it.
it watching the hockey games at home, because Foster's a big Montreal Canadiens fan, and I'm a Leaf fan diehard. Ever since
All right,
the doctor
when did we
slapped my
change
mother,
from-
I've been a Toronto Maple Leaf fan.
Right.
And when
did
Foster and
we
I get
change
together,
from
he
George
gives
the
me the
Fifth
odd slap.
to the queen?
You got to watch him. You don't see too many moose at petting zoos. He does get aggravated sometimes, but he does like you two very much. He was
I love
saying
him.
that.
He
He
was
needs
saying
a bath, but
yeah, he needs a bath. In the summer, we're
he
giving him a
does need a
bath.
bath because you know what? Have you ever smelt Gord the Grizzly from Gold River? He's even worse.
No, I haven't had the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Foster, he'll take a bath once a month if I force him to. But he is a Montreal Canadiens fan. But he does like you guys very much.
We like him
and,
too.
And he says that you're hot. And,
Yeah, we
and
saw
all
that.
And yeah, well, that came from him, not from me.
Yeah.
That came from Foster de Moose, not from me. Because he is a guy, just like every other.
Well, yeah, he is.
And
He's
you
an
know,
animal.
He's a
He is an animal.
That is a guy.
It's an animal. yeah.
Exactly. It's cool. It's like, you know.
So you guys are
Now
going
you
to do
stop
you guys are going to do
two
some TV
rocks.
with us and some radio with us and have some fun. And on Demoose Radio we have a new sponsor on the All Night Show, and that is these guys. They are on every hour, sponsoring our news at the half hour with the Gatekeeper, who is a new announcer that we've hired from the depths of hell.
I love him too. I want to marry him.
Did you hear him last
Yeah.
night? He's a very strange guy. He doesn't smile much.
I don't
And,
think he would.
He used to have a lot of flies around him. You know, he keeps going
Yeah,
like this. I don't
yeah,
know,
I
and a
can
big
see
hat
that. Yeah.
and a big beard. But he knows his rock and roll. And we kind of gave him the job. Can you babysit the moose overnight while Big Daddy and Sidekick Scotty and Whistling John all get some sleep? And he said, yeah, I'll do it for you, you know, but you don't mind if I bring my entities in. And, so he's the all-night guy on Demoose, Eastern Time, midnight to 6. Just thought I'd mention that. And his name is the Gatekeeper. And he talks, well,
And who's the key
Listen.
master?
Yeah, who's the key master?
the Keymaster, yes. So your gals are just rocking, and we're so happy to have you here with us.
No, we're happy to be here.
Yeah, of
And
course.
we can't wait to get you out into the community as well, doing other stuff. Now, I know that you're busy with your ghost hunting, and that's the most important thing but you got to leave us a hat because we got to go to Nathan Phillips Square.
When am I
tomorrow.
going to get this hat back? I need it.
When do you need it for?
Friday.
Friday.
So I'll pop in here Friday.
Oh, I can give it back to you, no problem.
Well, today's...
Yeah.
Wednesday.
If you would have known, you could have brought a hat up.
I don't have very
Yeah.
many.
No.
I don't...
Okay.
Well, if I can get it back, are you here Friday? Well, we'll talk about it after the show.
We'll talk about it after the
No,
show.
but we do have... We should listen to, you know, some emails.
Let's do them.
Emails. So Kim,
Go ahead.
I will ask you one.
There you go.
These are from our fans. That tape, that thing's...
Yep, that means the tape's running out.
Oh, here's a good one for you. How come your partner Kim is so beautiful?
That's not on there.
Oh. How can I make spirits go away?
Is that on there?
Yes, it says it right here.
Carefully.
Carefully.
And where's that from? What town? You just say.
I don't know.
you
We
you
just
don't know.
You
kind
just
of
took
wrote
them
the
off.
top. Yeah.
Okay, how do you make spirits go away? Well, it's a very simple. You need to find somebody that is knowledgeable in doing it, first of all. You need to have them basically bound. If it's with an object, you bind them to the object and have it burned. If it's to the actual house, you need to have the house blessed. You need to have somebody come in and say a few,
Oh, I want this one.
which you don't like, some prayers and whatnot for the house, and ask them to leave and go into the light and just kind of guide them. Like it's not very difficult, but you do need somebody that knows how to do it. You can't just do it usually on your own. If they're very strong spirits anyways. If it's a very light spirit, just tell it to leave and go into the light and it will go. It will go. Very simple.
Good. I want this one right here.
All right.
These guys
Why
are filling
is-
their own questions. you know.
Why is your partner Kimberly a hottie?
Oh, that Kimberly isn't on the group anymore.
Okay,
She
hurry
left.
up.
This is a different Kimberly.
Smart
Okay,
butts.
here's your question.
Okay.
I hear a lot about crop circles. What are they?
They are extraterrestrial beings coming down in their UFOs, making designs to warn us that we're ruining Mother Earth.
Very well said.
And that is why the sixth extinction is coming. And the aliens are coming to warn us.
Okay, and
But
with
nobody's
that said,
listening.
I'm listening.
No, but
with
nobody in
that
the world
said,
is listening.
Camera's running out, so it's time for us to say goodnight and goodbye.
Yes.
And we'd like to thank JB Clothing for being so fast with our t-shirts. He stayed up all night. You know, people in this community are wonderful. Easy Taxi for fronting a news cruiser for us. Sherwood Printing for being so fast. Tanya's Hairstyling for doing my haircut for nothing.
I could have done that for free.
Well, Tanya's a beautiful gal. She's over in Wesleyan. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do some research on some stuff. And we'll really get into it next week.
And we'll bring the saran wrap for...
Bring me your pants.
Naked ghost hunting.
Good night,
It's gonna be
Halton
in
Hills.
Goodbye, Georgetown.
This is Hungry Hollow TV. See you later.
And
And it's a wrap.
Perfect.
beautiful.